Hey people, what's going on? This is Godma welcoming you to this all Terran 2 vs 2 extravaganza. Your players here, we've got the purple Terran Carlos in the upper right corner with his allies Sarcastic. The blue Terran myself is Spliffy with my 2 vs 2 ally Spiffy, and I got that reversed, so it's vice versa. Spliffy is the blue Terran and myself Spiffy are the red Terran. Our opponent's just kind of noting that we have similar names, so maybe some little extra intimidation there. So if there are any aspiring Terran players out there, once again, this is by no means a pro game, but you can see the basics of the Terran process. You'll definitely get to observe Terran gameplay in 4 instances, as all 4 players are going to be rolling Terran this game. So keep your eyes peeled and we'll see what the power of the human Earth people can do. No scouting SCVs just yet. Just putting down the supply depots, forming the wall off. Looks like all the players are opting for a wall off, not doing anything too fancy, although Spiffy's scouting probe is he's completely halted the production of this barracks. I think definitely Sarcastic is not the best player, as he or she is only getting back to that barracks right now. Dropping that second supply depot, so a pretty early second supply depot, not the best build order there. I'm getting a second barracks, continuing to pump SCVs. And yeah, at this point, I'm telling my ally that I'm going to invest in Reapers to try to take advantage of Sarcastic's poor build order. It seems that you really only see Reapers effectively used in high levels of play. This is due to the fact that they're really just made for straight up harassment. They can't take hits and they can't really do frontline assault. So it seems like the lower skill level players are afraid to use them just because they require lots of APM and they require lots of they are just a harassment unit. So for that reason, you don't see them very often. But I have decided to try them out in this game. Repositioning my 2 barracks here, dropping 2 tech labs to complete my wall off. My ally's wall off is complete. He's got that second barracks up now, dropping that perimeter supply depot that he likes to do to kind of watch over the low ground. Never a bad idea to get more vision, really. Carlos has 2 bunkers going up, and so does his ally. His ally has 1 bunker as well, so they're deciding to turtle more than anything. Taking a look at production, we got a bunch of tier 1 units coming out. My Reapers are coming out of these tech lab barracks. It's probably a little late. If I was facing better opponents, I probably should have had them out earlier, just so they could be more effective. But yeah, I think I'm going to wait for my 3rd Reaper, then we're going to move out with this Reaper force. My ally's just macroing up, probably going to play defense if necessary. Dropping that factory, so he may be going for that Thor build that he likes so much. Taking a look at income. Our team is actually behind on income, so even though these players may be slightly inexperienced, they do know how to use mules and they know how to keep their income rolling. These 3 Reapers are going to go in and do what they can, using their jetpack ability to hop up this cliff as soon as they're ready, that is. So they're now in the base. They see this barracks. They're probably going to go straight for the mineral line, which is what they do best. And actually a nice reaction from Sarcastic, pulling all his SCVs away nice and early. They are just clumping up in this corner, but he was selecting these Marines, so the Marines are pretty... Reapers, they do, I believe, have bonus damage versus light. Yeah, there it is, but even so, Marines are just, they're more of a combat unit, so I am forced to pull back. Perhaps taking the coward's way out, but I got a few SCV kills, 2 on that guy, 1 on that guy. So they probably paid for themselves, and I got that scouting intelligence that I need. Trying to snipe out a supply depot with those D8 charges. They look kind of funny. taking out that one SCV to add insult to injury. I'm going to be checking out the purple player's base now. I also have some Marauders in play which are playing defense. My ally is still working on that factory tech. 4 Marauders now sitting at purple space. They probably should get in there. Waiting is not what Reapers do best. That armory is in play, so yeah, definitely a first Thor coming out of the one of 2 factories. Reapers now are in play, but they're going to be greeted by these 2 actually upgraded bunkers. So you can see what the upgrade looks like. The Neo Steel framing, I think it's called. It adds 2 extra cargo space to bunkers. So that's what it looks like. It just buffs them up a little bit. So these Reapers now, they've probably done all they can. They're just going to be traversing the map a little bit. Myself, I'm getting that engineering bay to try to upgrade my infantry and potentially get some missile turrets and planetary fortress tech. These Reapers do not go into a good situation and they all get taken down as their jetpacks fly all over the place. I'm getting one more Reaper into the field, probably just for scouting, and I'm saying, yeah, they're in a pretty turtle position. We should probably hit, just because I think we have the advantage. And Spliffy, coming in with his Thor and his small group of Marines, is happy to oblige. He's just saying that he wants to wait for his second Thor to come out. And I can't say that I disagree. We got a scan down on this base. They do look pretty vulnerable. Marines patrolling, terrified of those Reapers. So Carlos is really into bunkering and getting the upgrades for the bunkers. Let's see if his turtle mindset is going to be enough to stop our attacks. So I'm making the call here to go for light blue because he's got less invested in bunkers and he's probably a little soft.